All right, it is 6 in the morning. First thing when I wake up, we're doing IXL because I live, breathe, I do anything in my life. I live, breathe, I eat, I drink IXL. That's what it is. Not sponsored. We got Good and Gather again, guys. That's my morning drink, and really quickly, Busy cold brew coffee. The #1 cold brew tasting coffee money can buy. Okay, we've got this G to the power 2 plus 7G plus 10. We have this format, AX squared plus BX plus C. That's what this is in. A is equal to 1. B is equal to 7. C is equal to 10. We're going to try to separate this out into two factors. When A equals 1, it's easier. We're going to make our little box here. Or this little X. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning. I can't tell what's an X and what's a box. This is going to be A times C, so it's going to be 1 times 10, which is going to be 10. And up here, we're going to have a 7. So what we're looking for is two numbers that multiply to 10, and they add to 7. So what numbers multiply for 10? We got 1 and 10. We got 2 and 5. We also have -1 and -10, and -2 and -5, because 1 times 10 is 10, -1 times -10 is positive 10. So if we add these together, we're going to get 11. If we add these together, we're going to get -11. We add these together, we're going to get 7. We add these together, we're going to get -7. So what number are we trying to make? 7. So we're going to have 2 and 5. The answer is going to be the letter G plus 2 times G plus 5. There we go. And by the way, this is IXL X.5, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's take a look at this one. A little bit more difficult. We're going to make our little X. We've got A times C. We got B. What is A times C? A is 1. C is 20. We're looking for numbers that multiply to 20 and add to -12 because of that negative right there. So what numbers multiply for 20? We got 1 and 20. We got -1 and -20. We got 2 and 10. We got -2, -10. We got 4 and 5, -4, -5. If we add these together, we're going to get 21. We would get -21. We would get 12, -12, 9, -9. What are the ones that we're using? Well, we're trying to make -12. So we're going to use -2 times -10. -2 times -10 is 20. -2 plus -10 is -12. So it's going to be y minus 2 times y minus 10. And by the way, if we multiply these together, we'll see we get the original answer. I'll just show you really quickly. We get a y minus 2, y minus 10. Y times y is y to the power 2. Y times -2y is -2y. Y times -10 is -10y. -2 times 10 is positive 20. We're going to add these bad boys together. We get y to the power 2 minus 12y plus these two. Put them together, we're going to get this -12. So it matches. We're good. All right. We are looking for numbers that multiply to -4 and plus to 3. Well, what numbers multiply to -4? We got 1 and 4. We're going to have two versions of 1 and 4, and we're going to have 2 and 2. Got our little plus sign here. So what can we multiply for -4? So where it gets a little bit trickier. It's kind of similar to this. What can we multiply -4? Well, we can do -1 times +4 will give us -4, or +1 times -4 will get us -4. Likewise, we can have -2 times +2, or +2 times -2. Because these are the same factor, it's like 2 and 2, 2 and 2, these actually don't make a difference. You don't need to write this. You can if you want, but you'll see when we add these together, we're going to get a +3. We add these together, we're going to get a -3. We add these together, we're going to get a 0. So which one of these, and if we add these together, we'll also get a 0. So these two are kind of the same. So that's why we don't really need this. Boom. That's the one that we need right there. So here's our answer. It's going to be k minus 1, k plus 4. That's our answer. -1 plus 4. It also doesn't matter. We can also write it like this, k plus 4, k minus 1. It does not matter what order you multiply things in. But you can definitely not write 4 plus k and 1 minus k. You cannot write that. Last one, numbers that multiply to -49 and add to 48. Looking to add to 48 and multiply to 49, -49, 1 and 49, 1 and 49. We also got 7 times 7. One's negative, one's positive, one's positive, one's negative, one's negative, one's positive, one's positive, one's negative. This is going to give me a +48. This is going to give me a -48. This is going to give me a 0. If I add these together, we can see that we want this +48. So it's going to be h minus 1, h plus 49. And that's how you do X5. Bye-bye.